Yeah, yeah, yeah. Show me some. Show me some. Show me some.
Good day, madam.
Show me some.
Good day, sir.
We don't want any distractions, Miranda. We
No.
had part one with him that I think was absolutely amazing. And then now we get a part two. And what did we like? I know we went over a few minutes on the other one, but I like with this man, I think that like it would cost him more money stepping over $100 bill. Right? So and I know Brian, you're so humble, but man, we really do appreciate your time. We don't want to waste your time, so we just want to dive right into it, brother. There's that fear there, right? And so
it's happening all over this country right now.
Yeah.
People are dealing with these problems that we have solutions to, so that the burden is way, way less. The outcomes, in fact, when we were at our conference, we were talking to the staff. And one of the things, we were talking about all the cool things we're doing at Quility and all the technology and how we're moving the industry into the future and all this kind of thing. And I said to the staff, it's the only thing I said. Well, it says, don't forget the work you do, all of us do every single day at the home office, even certainly the people watching this, is there some little boy or girl you're never going to meet whose life outcome is completely different because of what you did.
Right.
We lose track of that. We lose track of the real actual impact and the
hard,
millions
right?
that
we don't see it, but you're right though. Like we don't see that day-to-day stuff. And it'd be different if we did, because it's that constant refresh. That's why I always tell agents is like, look, go on YouTube and type in, I wish my family had life insurance, or type in, I'm thankful my family had life insurance, and look at the plethora of stories. Like if that doesn't solidify why we do what we do, I don't know what the hell would.
Well, I'll give you an example. So I had one of our conservation department people run in my office in tears one day. And I said, what's going on? She says, well, I called this woman, and it took me like 5 or 6 attempts to get a hold of her because they missed a premium. Okay. And the woman's like, I don't have time for this. My husband died. She's like, well, no, I'm calling about his life insurance policy. And this woman says, well, he doesn't have a life insurance policy, and I'm stressed out. I don't have time for this because the morgue is hounding me to get him out of the morgue, and I can't get a funeral home to take the body because I don't have the money, right? And our employee was like, no, you don't understand. He has a life insurance policy. Well, after about 15 minutes of working through this woman realized she had a $250,000 life insurance policy. She went from destitute to $250,000 in a phone call. And this employee, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about the emotional impact of this employee. She was in tears. She couldn't believe how this person's life changed
like that
because of that money, right?
Yeah.
And I got lots of stories like that.
Right. All right. So again, God, like I need part 6, 7, 8, 9. And I know, again, just out of respect to your time, I want to give you the opportunity to kind of give a plug, and then we gotta kill it just again, because in lieu of that timing. But like, what would you say, Brian, is just different from your IMO, right? Your independent marketing organization. What would you say is different from Quility to the rest of them? Like, and you talk about whatever you want, future projections, like why, like what do you see that people absolutely need that they're missing out in the marketplace that you guys have here?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. We actually started a technology company that happens to sell insurance through just distribution, right? As opposed to the other way around. About 4 years ago, we realized this industry needed to change the way it was conducting business, the way it operated. So we set out, we spent tens of millions of dollars, and today we have, I think, a much, much faster, more precise, frictionless, full platform from lead generation to lead nurturing, so that it's a lot less prospecting and work on the agent, to a platform we call Navigator, which is designed to really provide not only a good price to the customer, but a probability of policy getting issued. And then and all these digital products that we have now that really they take less than 8 minutes from start of application till the policy's in the customer's email box. They're competitive with fully underwritten products, okay? Because they are fully underwritten, we're using data. We have a huge data science team, and we went out and we hired the best of the best in class data science team, as well as an digital application platform, and then post-sale nurturing, so that we're continually automated in an automated basis, getting back to the customer on a regular basis, nurturing that brand relationship and that agent relationship, so that when their needs change and evolve, the original agent is there to help them with that sale. Okay, as well as referral nurturing in that process. And so I think what the industry has is a very, very old, antiquated, archaic ecosystem. And what we've done with our ecosystem is we realize that we're all in this together in this industry, in this ecosystem. That's the customer, the agent, us, and the carrier. And that everybody, if technology is going to change really the way we conduct business. I mean, we're seeing that now. This has taken us a long time to build, but our focus has been on technology that'll just make people way more productive, way more profitable. And that includes everybody in that ecosystem. Okay. Yeah. And it's hard to explain all this stuff because it's been an unbelievably difficult build. And the reason is because we didn't have anybody we could copy. Like, we've created all this ourselves. Right. And so it's been very frustrating. It's been very expensive. But now we're at the point where I think it's safe to say that an agent that works with us can probably sell 3 to 5 times more in the same amount of time they were doing it before.
That's why you have a multitude of agents that have written $100,000 a month in annual premium volume, month after month, right?
Yeah, and in a 40-hour week.
Right. Right. Ashley Richards did not working 40 hours a week. That I can promise you. She's working sub 25, sub 20.
Well, and the reason is because the prospecting is done mostly by technology now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from the start of the presentation is abbreviated because we know by best practices what works best. And then the application and underwriting phase is sub 8 minutes, so that your policy gets issued. It's in the customer's email box. The signature aspect of this is all clicking boxes via text or email, and then the customer has their policy in their email box. You're done. There's no underwriting follow-up. There's no administration. Like, it's real fast. And so what used to be an hour with a customer and then waiting on underwriting and waiting around, and even if it was a e-app that was a simplified issue product, well, what we're getting, what we've done is we've taken that hour down to like 10 minutes. And then not only that, but they're able to buy twice as much coverage because these products are so much more competitive, which is better for the customer. Like, everybody wins in that situation.
Well, and I think too, right, it's just like you said, a lot less prospecting, right, because of all the technology and the way that you guys are generating leads. Like, you're getting leads instantly to people.
Yeah.
Instantly. And
well, and when a client, especially a digital generated leads, which is the majority of ours now, when a customer hits enter and says, I'm interested, and they hit enter, our technology immediately starts nurturing that lead and leading to the point where they're really ready to do something. The agent doesn't have to do that. And machines don't sleep, right? Right. Machines don't have schedules.
Yeah.
Right. And what's really cool, both Miranda and John, is wait till, because we're also using programmed generative AI now with a lot of our stuff. Wait till you see what's coming down the pike with that. And what's cool is that our data science team, all of them, I mean, these people came from Prudential, from Bloomberg, and McKinsey, and they've been working with AI for, since it began. Like, this is nothing new to them. So we're starting to do things with AI, especially like what I'm really excited about is AI virtual dynamic in real-time sales support.
Or it's reading the client, right? It's going to read the client, and then it's going to tell the mannerisms and how they're saying what they're saying. An objection pops up. I think I've heard a little bit of this from you before.
Oh yeah. That's only one thing AI is going to do. It's going to be doing so many other things within our ecosystem and our platform that's there to just give the best outcome possible. And the thing about AI, once it learns what needs to happen, then it starts implementing it, right? So we're looking to greatly improve close ratios.
Yeah.
Right. Close ratios, placement ratios. Most of the technology now, you're not going to get a decline. What you're going to get, in fact, what our Navigator platform does, and it takes maybe 2 minutes to go through it, is you go through a pre-underwriting phase where it'll say, right now we're running over 92% probability of issue. So you're not wasting any time with this app or that app. Oh, I wrote this app and they got declined there, and I got to go over here. Oh, I got declined there. That's not good. Well, right now it's 92%. It's only going to get better to the point where if it says this is the right product, then it's pretty clear that's the right product because it has all the data in it.
Love it. And then that'll eliminate even having to ask them all those damn questions too.
Yeah. Well, here's another example. A lot of the gathering phase in that first part goes directly to the application. And then what I'm really excited about is we have a product that's being built that's already about ready to go. We got to beta test it and make sure we're working bugs out and all that. That if we get the last 4 of their social and their date of birth and we have their name already, it will pre-fill most of the application.
Yeah.
Right?
Like that from 10 minutes down to 4 minutes.
I think you could get to the point where all you're doing is asking a handful of health questions.
Oh, I love it.
So what's cool is it's all integrated. It's all seamless and frictionless. It's all integrated. So that by the time the client says, yes, I'm ready to go, your application could take 2 or 3 minutes.
Miranda Martin, how do you not love this? This is our longest podcast.
My brain
ever.
is like,
I know.
I was already super like fired up when I could get a lead and then digitally and then call it back and then write it real fast on the phone. Like, this is just next level stuff. Even
it sounds like his AI technology is going to put our little podcast here out of business. So,
no, look, people are always going to need to be involved with people, right? Yeah. People like dealing with people.
Right. I just meant from the AI technology, right? You're sitting there and talking to the client, and then you got something popping up saying, "Hey, no, say this." Like, all right, well, they don't need us anymore. Everyone does second sales with your technology.
That's
We're just gonna have to train other IMOs, Miranda.
That's the cool thing about AI, and it works right now. Is it can monitor, let's say, email exchanges, text exchanges, even vocal exchanges, and of course Zoom. It can monitor that, and it can tell you're losing the client. They're not paying attention. There's something going on with them. You need to go, you need to reschedule, or you need to come at this little angle, right? Like it will do all that. And where we got some of that from was there's a technology out there, a company that does security with cameras that AI recognizes nefarious behavior, right? And it goes to a human, and a human starts vocally talking to the potential perpetrator that's trying to break into a car or something like that, and says the police are on their way, and and it really is cool. So listen, AI can certainly. The way we're gonna do it is we're gonna have all these recorded conversations.
Yeah,
and we'll feed it into AI, and AI will start to learn and say, okay, here's the success. Here's where, and here's the hurdles to the success. That's where like AI is really going to play a fundamental role.
It literally. So listen to me. If you don't want to suck at sales, Miranda, you need to join Brian's company here with Quility Symmetry Financial Group, because you won't have any choice. Like, you're not going to suck at sales, right, Mary?
It's impossible to suck at sales when you have all this stuff.
Right.
If you still suck after that, then like we can't help you.
No one can help you. If AI can't help you, no one can. Brian Pope, man, we want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, coming in here, pouring in. It's just so cool, man. Every time I get around you, I just learn something new. And I just appreciate you, man. I appreciate your brain. I understand it. I feel like I'm on such a different wavelength, but thank you so much for pouring into our listeners. Thank you for impacting. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, more importantly, for being a good friend, man. You've been awesome to my wife and I. And
I have one last question. Who's the better of the golfer of you guys? I know you guys golf a lot all the time, but
it's definitely John.
No, Brian is.
Okay.
No. He's being modest. Brian is. Brian's got like this. He's got like this natural swing. He'll put it like 250 to 265 yards right down the pipe every single time. He doesn't miss. where mine will be sprayed off to the right, sprayed off to the left, but then I'll kind of find my way back to the green. I went and played at Fossil Trace while we were in Denver, Brian, and I was just hurting. I think the cold had just kind of started that day. And I was like, I looked over at Corey Nienaber and I'm like, I'm actually like annihilating this course right now. He's like, you are. Ended up shooting a 73. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it. But for some reason, when I get around Brian, I can't play that well. I'm in my head a little bit.
Well, see, Miranda, I have these Jedi mind tricks. That's I get in his head, and that's what you got to. Hey, there's a lot of ways to win, right?
That's what we got to do for our next podcast. How to get inside his head? That's really not a lot of people can do that. So.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Well, thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We truly appreciate all of the comments and all the love and all the outpouring that you guys are giving us. If you want to contact us individually, if you have certain questions for us about this particular episode, or if you have questions about anything, any ideas, tips, or tricks that you want to share with us, please click the link below. You'll have a direct access link to Miranda and a direct access link to myself.
Yep. Keep the ideas coming, guys, because anything that we can do to help you not suck at sales, well, that's our mission. So it's a wrap.